This is driving the bus on the interstate. Everybody passes me because I only do like 58 miles an hour. Because it gets a little hot and it doesn't get very good fuel mileage after about 58 miles an hour. It goes down a lot. So we have air conditioning out the window. I got 2 fans. No hands. It does that for a little bit. It's bouncy. It's loud. Can you even hear me? I don't know. Find out later. I keep looking back in the window, in the mirror up above, just to watch the dogs, see if they're doing okay, if they're not too hot. I had 13 bags of ice behind me. Yesterday, trying to keep the dogs cool with fans blowing air across the ice. Rumble, the cat, is usually sleeping in the back, squirreled away down in the stuff. He comes out, he'll sit right behind me and whine. He wants to sit on my lap, hang out. He likes looking out the window, watching windows. There's 20-some windows. Do I measure my house by the number of windows? I'd be living it up if I did. Anyway, I'm constantly looking down at the temperature gauge of the coolant, the RPMs. I really don't drive my miles per hour, really. I am mostly looking at RPMs and the temperature, and occasionally checking the oil pressure. It's a pretty consuming thing. I can't really pay attention to too much else while I'm doing it because there's so much to constantly be thinking about, watching over, much less keeping my eyes on the road because the steering is a little bit loose. You know, it's a 98, so it's not exactly tight like a regular car is, a new car. It's a little bit bouncy, so out west where the roads are really good, it's fairly easy to just drive straight down the road, except it's really windy. So you get blown all over the road a bit, constantly like back and forth. It probably looks like I'm drunk when the semis come up behind me. I'm super self-conscious about that. But out here in the east, in the Midwest, the roads suck. They're super rough comparatively. They're like really vibrating. Once you get into like eastern Montana and North Dakota, they switch to concrete, which I kind of wonder if that's for heat purposes, so it doesn't get as hot, if it lasts better. But anyway, the concrete's rougher. The concrete sucks compared to blacktop. This thing does great on blacktop. I don't like driving on concrete at all. Just because concrete's smooth, it's not a problem with the bus. But the bus is quite stiff suspension, so yeah, out here it's just like constantly being like rattled and bounced around from the road. So it's constantly making sure that I'm keeping it tight, like right in the middle of the lane, and not bouncing back and forth when someone goes to pass me, because not exactly a narrow vehicle, especially when the semi is passing. Yeah, it's fun, but it's a consuming thing. It's tiring. 1,000-mile day would be super long and tough. but it's my house. I got everything that I own with me. Sure, it does like, I don't know, 8 miles to the gallon, 10 miles a gallon, something like that. I haven't even bothered to figure it out. And I just jump up, open this little door here, lay down, hang out with the animals. All my stuff's there. It's pretty neat. It's got a really big alternator and dual batteries, so I can run things all day when I'm driving. There's more or less like no power limit, electrical power limit. I got solar panels on the roof, charging a battery back here too, that I run other things off of, my laptop, fans for the dogs. Yeah, it's fun. It's consuming though. It's tiring. Every day is a learning experience. You know, being a 98, it's older, so you're constantly battling maintenance things like little leaks and making sure that it's always topped off and running okay. And they're not for everyone, but if you like learning and you're comfortable with engines, you don't have to know much because you will learn through the process, like I've done. Yeah, they're a pretty cool option if you don't want to go, you know, tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt for a motorhome, which also a big thing for me. Motorhomes don't have that much space to store stuff, and they can't really take a whole lot more weight in hauling stuff. So if you have a lot of things that you want to have, even though you maybe try and pare down so you're semi-minimalist, you have gear or animals and other things, like a bus is a good option, just because motorhomes, while very comfortable, nicer to drive probably, you know, newer, you don't have to do the work yourself, they're just done. They have all nice things just like a home, except on wheels. You got to build all that in a bus, but there's not much room to store things and take very much with you in a motorhome. And everybody's got a motorhome. Not many people have a bus. Bus is kind of funny. And I think I prefer having a 7.3 liter diesel, the Ford Power Stroke engine, because those are widely available. They've been around forever. They're super tested. They're an excellent engine. Sure, they have their quirks, just like anything does. But this whole thing, this whole entire thing, is just basically like a big tin can that's a template for whatever I want to do. If I want to raise the roof by a foot or two, just cut it off and fabricate it. Like, you just weld in struts to what's here and boom. It's like doing a house remodel. You don't do that with a motorhome. You have what you have. With a bus, you gut it, you rip everything out of it, you take the floor out, you replace everything. The entire bus is that way. Every single part on this entire thing is that way. I can completely modify it. I can change it from stock. Totally customize it. With a motorhome, it's kind of just what it is. There's not much you can do. But this thing, it's like owning a Jeep. Like, you can completely change the entire thing into something radically different. And this even more so, because with a Jeep you don't really cut the body unless you're cutting like the fender panels to clear bigger tires. You can cut this entire body. I could put a new hood on. I could put a giant door in the back so you could drive a car into this bus. anything, literally. You can make it wider. Put a wood stove in it. I'm going to be doing that soon, but probably after air conditioning. Anyway, bus life. They don't get you places very quickly, but maybe that's preferable. I think life is better that way.